Hi, chat. Hello. Hello. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. Hello. Hey, everybody. Also, Rissa wanted to know the answer to a question, which was, what time do I have to stop today? Because this is a short stream. For the Stille Nacht, which is today, I need to be on there at 2:30 I need to be on the tech call at 2:30 before the show at 3. So I need to be done. I need to be out of here. Let's say 2:25 at the latest. 2:20 would be better. Takerosh, I think it's northern Germany, so yes, Protestant, because it's a Germany. I don't know if you know this, people. You need to know how to do Frisian tea the right way. It's a short stream today. But I'm not going to be actually drinking the tea, Do I want to do all game or all talk? What I want to do is play the game, but we're going to see if PS Play is going to cooperate, because it's a little bit weird, like it's been a little bit Atomica, it's been a little bit strange, like this is the second time that I'll be doing it, and it always starts off being a little bit like this, like a little, you can probably hear it, but we've got two things to do. We've got a little bit of singing to do. Also, we have one more sing. We've got 3 songs to do right now, and I'm gonna do this so that you can't hear it, because that'll just distract me and you. First off, I want to do the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Theater nerd, bo-meter nerd, banana, fanner, fo, theater nerd, fee, fi, mo-meter nerd. Theater nerd, Theater nerd. My thing went away, so I cannot see if there was a message, and so I have to check to see if there was a message before I say anything more, because I don't want to miss a message if there is one, because it might, oh, hey, Frond. Hey, Theater Nerd, how are you? Thank you for the sub for like 5 months. That's a bunch of madness. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all are so helpful and sweet. So thank you. Also, hi everyone who is here today. And come on, PS Play, what are you doing? I see how you are. You see, this is the thing about all talking or all playing, is that I don't know what's up sometimes. They're just things I don't always know what's up with that. I don't always know. That's what I want to say. Let's see. Dutch Teddy, Krellin, Verum, Skabanak, Takerosh, I loved your costume that you posted in Discord today. Theater Nerd, Ice Bunny. You put the sugar in the cup, then you fill the cup, and then add the heavy cream on a teaspoon. Lower the spoon in the tea so that the frame makes a cloud patterns in the tea when you pull the spoon out without stirring. Huh. That sounds like it's probably a black tea. I don't drink black tea. PH, by the way, is doing good. He said pretty great RPG sessions lately, and life has been pretty decent. Nice, PH. That is awesome. I went to bed, basically. I got a full 8 hours. Maybe 8.5, actually. It was pretty good. I'll probably post my own pic later. Oh, good. Everybody, post your pics of your costumes. I'm not wearing a costume. Well, actually, I mean, I am, but you know what I mean. you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm wearing costumes for shows, but I'm not. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Thank you, Barator. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not participating. Theater Nerd says, my playtest went really well last week, so that was cool. Ooh, nice. Takaroshi played Call of Cthulhu at a party yesterday. You know what? It seems like there's a lot of good gaming going on, and that makes me happy. But, by the way, Atomica gave a bit of cheer, although he can't make the stream today, but he wanted to pop in to say hi to everyone. Hey, Atomica, I bet you're not here, but if you watch the VOD, then, hey. But I'm not going to forget your song. I'm going to sing We're in the Money, the song We're in the Money. But I'm going to sing it as Ginger Rogers sang it in the film Gold Diggers 1933, which means I'm singing it in Pig Latin. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Way out, gay out, way out, way out, way it wakes to take gay young way. Airway and hey, the anime. The ice skates are on, you say. Oh man, did yes and pray, we are you was still way hungry. You ever need bread, Leonsley, way Briansley, today. And when we see the only order, look let the eye right into the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. That's what I want to tell you. That's what I want to tell you. No. I was, Rissa, I was really like, okay, I will not get involved in any conversations in Discord for 3 hours. I'm just going to get the things that I need to get done, my post City of Light and Shadow. Because, after City of Light and Shadow, I tend to have a bunch of things I have to do. Usually there's like post-show aftercare. I don't know if you know this. I will tell you what I do. And then, you know what? I'm going to tell you what I do while I play the Outer Worlds. Before I do, I'm going to tell you about the post-show aftercare, but before I do that, I have to sing you a song first. I'm seriously not on Troopers levels at all. I've been going to bed late all week, and I was in bed until 9:30 at night, and if I could, I'd still be in bed. And often the twins authors are good. Origami Shuriken, I got up at 6:30, fed the cat, and 18 went back to sleep before I drank the tea. Hey, I don't wake up at 6:30 if I can avoid it. I don't like that. It doesn't make me happy. Yes, but every Frieza knows how to drink it this way, and when you're playing one or someone who will be in Friesland, you better know, and I know it because my grandpa's girlfriend was from North Friesland. Wrote occult novels based on unsolved mysteries. He was a contemporary of H.P. Lovecraft. Oh, nice. Lovecraft in New York City. New York City? New York City? What? By the way, Origami Shuriken. Do not think that I do not see what happened. And Crit Twitch, thank you for that guest sub. I believe the response is the name game. Come on, everybody. I say now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, or info. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Bobar. Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Bobargami Shuriken, Banana Feniful for Origami Shuriken, Fee Fi Momogari Shuriken. Nope, I didn't get it. Wait. Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken. Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Bobargami Shuriken. No, wait. No, that's not right. Wait. Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Origami Shuriken, Bobargami Shuriken, Banana Feniful for Origami Shuriken, Fee Fi Momogari Shuriken. Origami Shuriken. Takarash. Takarash, Babakarash, Banana Fana for Fakarash, Fee Fi Momakarash. Takarash. Game and Frog. Game and Frog. Mr. Game and Frog, Toad. Mr. Game and Frog. Mr. Game and Frog, Mr. Game and Frog, Mr. Game and Frog, Bo, Mr. Bang and Frog, Banana Fanafo, Mr. Game and Frog, Fee Fimo, Mr. Game and Frog, Mr. Game and Frog, or Toad, 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 Bo, Banana Fanafo, Fode, Fee Fimo, Mode, Toad. Thank you for all those gift subs, everybody. That's so nice. We have a blue moon tonight. Wait, we have a blue moon? We have a blue moon? Oh, hey Toad, by the way. Wait, New York. Oh, New York City. Yeah. It was paste pecani sauce. It was like the, have some sauce. Well, that's from New York City. New York City. Get a rope. Paste pecani sauce. There was like a whole thing about paste. I remember those. And then where's the beef? Oh my gosh, everybody. You're in denial that tomorrow's in November. Yeah, let's not have tomorrow be in November because I have to write a conference paper and do stuff. I've got a lot of stuff going on. Wait, Takerosh, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Hey, happy birthday to you, yeah. Happy birthday, dear Takerosh. You're beautiful. Don't go changing, and I mean that. I'm here all week. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Takerosh. Happy birthday, Takerosh. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Hey, everybody. I just want you all to know y'all are awesome. Also, there's a blue moon, which is a song, and I appreciate that. It's the first blue moon, says Barantor, since 1955. That's interesting. Ooh. Yes, Pace and Tire's ad campaign was, "We're from Texas and thus authentic," to which New Mexico said, "Psha." That's hilarious, and I love that. See, that's a thing that makes me very, very happy. I just want to say that. No, I'm going to start the game. I just have to do one more thing. Also, hey, nightclub variant, always. So I have to do one more thing before we go, and it's just because before we start the game, and it's because it is, it's Halloween. And I don't think I've done this on Halloween. I don't know if I've actually streamed on Halloween. I've been streaming for almost, hey, my 4-year stream anniversary is coming up? Do you know that? I might be lying to you, but I don't think I am. I started November, so I think my 4-year stream anniversary is happening, by the way. And I don't know what we're going to do for my stream anniversary or if we'll do anything for my stream anniversary because I haven't done yet, but I'm going to think about it. Anyway, so yeah, Crit Twitch. Stream anniversary. I can actually check. But I wanted to sing a song for you badly before I started the game because, it's a holiday. It's Halloween, and I wanted to sing a Halloween song for you because I felt like that would be important. Twitch, where's my stream ledger? There it is. Faison says, question, I may be entirely misremembering here, but is one of your teaching areas pre-World War II Germany, or am I thinking of something else? It is. One of my specializations is specifically, well, it's tricky, right? So the interwar years, right? So between World War I and World War II is sort of between World War I and World War II, popular music on a, also some art music on a, transnational level is a thing that I do. So I do, yes, but I also, it's my 4-year stream anniversary coming up, folks. But I also specifically was specializing in the transition from Weimar to Nazi Germany, so 1929 to 1935. So like I've got transatlantic and transnational popular music in general from, let's say, 1890 to 1950, around that area, but also then a bit more narrow, the interwar years, in sort of like transnational global spaces, and then more specifically Germany from 1929 to 1935, just, as a thing. Yeah, Faith, there is no off topic here. That's true. Singing for 1 hour with the TV sing along has helped me to breathe deeper and calmer, so masks should not be a problem. Just remember, I think that sometimes people wear masks and then they just stop breathing efficiently because psychological stuff. So like, make sure you breathe. Yeah, it's my 4-year stream anniversary. And actually, hold on. Wait. Wait. I think my stream anniversary is like in a few days, everyone. I need a calendar. And I have a phone. I think I'm sitting on my phone. Wait. Here we go. We get. I do get derailed. I'm just telling you. Okay, look. So I actually think that my stream anniversary is going to be like in a few days. Based on says, cool. I was just reminded of it because I was talking to a friend who's a professor whose focus is 1800 Germany, particularly Jews in that period. Ooh, yeah. Actually, that's Well, now. Also, why is this not in my calendar? There we go. I have news for you, everyone. I'm going to sing this song for you. It's going to be good. It's not going to be good. I have news for you. So you know how I said my stream anniversary was coming up? You know how I said it? I said it was like, hey, my 4-year stream anniversary is happening pretty soon. It is. And do you know when specifically my 4-year stream anniversary is? You don't know. I will tell you. It is not today. It is November 5th is the day that I first started streaming, and November 5th is a Thursday. So November 5th is a stream day. So hey Prax. So it's on Thursday. It's on Thursday. And I wanted to tell you that on Thursday, I'm going to be playing, there's a creator asked me to play their visual novel called Wicked Willow, which is a visual novel about, set in 1993, about a queer witch, Willow, and it's a visual novel, all that stuff. And they said it would be, if you were doing it by yourself and not chatting 2 hours, but maybe on stream like, 3 or 4. So we've got this visual novel that we're going to play on Thursday, which is also my stream anniversary. So I'm going to figure out what I can do. I'm going to figure out what I can do for my stream anniversary. I'm going to let this sink in and ponder it, and then I'll figure something out. I'll figure it out. And I just finished Wander Song, right? No, it can't be a month because I've got Overlight coming up. So it's got to be like 2 sessions max. Oh, I always feel that somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Boom. Random user ID. Thank you for the follow. Welcome into the foxhole. I'm going to go and sing a song before I play the Outer Worlds because I cannot play the Outer Worlds and sing this song at the same time because it will be distracting. And I want to sing the song for you because some people in chat may know the song and will be like, what? And other people will be like, what? And I enjoy things like that. So, so who's on, I'll see if I can get Verk to actually appear in chat today. Ooh, thank you. Was it 1955 just brought up? I believe it was. Oh, is this an elaborate setup for a Back to the Future joke? Maybe. Gift sub, the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo out of B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, or info. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Random user ID, random user ID, random user ID, bobanum user ID, banana fenifo phantom user ID, fee fi momentum user ID, random user ID. I got that one. I got that one, by the way. I just want to point out, I got that one. Thank you. Welcome in, random user ID. Welcome in, welcome in. Hang out with us. That's all. Just gonna say it. You're gonna get all the good emotes. PH, if you weren't expecting the first song, did you expect this one? No. Okay, I'm gonna sing the song for you now. This song, I'm going to give you no context for. And also, I don't know if I have all the lyrics memorized. I feel like I should, but also this is really my little sister's song, not my song. But my little sister would watch this film over and over and over and over. Oh my gosh! And so, I might have it memorized anyway. The name game. This is not the song though. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B on F, or an M will appear. And then I say bo out of B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, or info. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Verum lumen, bo verum lumen, banana, fana, fo, verum lumen, fee, fi, mo, verum lumen, verum lumen, Woo! You know what? I am just feeling really excited about all of my name game practice. I feel like it's really good. Verum Lumen, you welcome into the foxhole. You are now an official battle buddy, although you were anyway, because all my battle buddies. Hey everybody, I got the name game. I got it. I just saw it in the corner of my eye. Those are, I love those. I love those emotes. Sleep is good for Trooper. Look at all the energy he has. I might have too much energy. It might be worrisome how much energy I have. I'm a little worried. So let's see. I'm going to sing this song for you. I don't think I need the lyrics, but I'm going to pull them up just in case I forget some of them, but I don't think that I should, because I feel like I've seen this movie way too many times to forget them, but I might. So I'm gonna just, it's a song, I'm singing a song for you all. I'm singing you a song. Get ready. You're not ready. Are you ready? You're ready. I'm ready. All right. I'm gonna try to do this song justice by singing it the way that it was sung originally. I wouldn't change places with anyone tonight. We'll carve pumpkin faces and watch the witches' flight. Every human heart would shudder, every soul will shake with fear. Tonight, the creepiest. Tonight, the scariest. Tonight, the most wonderful night. Night, yeah. Anything could happen on Halloween. Your dog could turn into a cat. There may be a toad in your bass guitar, or your sister could turn into a bat. Christmas time brings the snow, summertime brings the sun. But on Halloween, your blood begins to run. Something spooky is going down. Anything could happen on Halloween. It's better than a video. Gremlin's gonna mess up every cassette from London to Idaho. April 1st can be fun. New Year's Eve is a bore. But on Halloween, your flesh begins to crawl. Oh, I'm losing control. Anything could happen on Halloween. Your toenails grow long and your hair turns green. Your teacher could become a sardine. Your dentist could turn into a queen. Has anybody seen my tambourine? I might start playing Begin the Begin, the craziest night you've ever seen. This scary, hairy, creepy, crawly Halloween. Thank you, Krellin. That is Tim Curry's song from The Worst Witch. Yep. Thank you, Krellin. Thank you. Gross. And yes, this song is really fucking random. Yeah. I'm just telling you that I feel like you needed that song, and I think that it was really important for me to share that song with you, because if I know it, then I feel like you all have to know it. I mean, I just think that's just true. I'm just saying. Toad. wait. Movie. Trooper, are you doing Tim Curry? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am doing Tim Curry. Thank you, Krellin. Thank you very much. Also, Rissa, thank you for that YouTube link. Random user ID says, I've only seen Trooper on A State of Affairs, but it seems like Cuthbert Ashbury isn't that far from your everyday personality. I love it. I just got a lot of sleep, so I'm very energetic at the moment. Random user ID, I am all over the place. You will see me in Little Red Dot. Little Red Dot. Good morning. Hey, Little Red Dot. I'm gonna give Little Red Dot a shout out, and I should probably make this command shorter, but I didn't. So what am I gonna do about that one? Little Red Dot. Shout out to and also I want to do also a shout out to Origami Shuriken. Origami Shuriken. Both of those folks are deliciously lovely and amazing streamers, and they both do amazing games, and you should follow them. You should see Little Red Dot on Silence of Shadows over on Roll For It on Saturdays, like now, and and then also you should see Little Red Dot on Stitch of Fate, her podcast, and you should see Little Red Dot on, City of Light and Shadow on Fridays, including this Friday where it's all going to go down. Stuff is going to go down. What stuff? Who knows? And then also Origami Shuriken runs a Dark Matter campaign called Ghosts of Saltmaw, which is also really great. So you should see, and that's over on Other Doc, and you should go and see it because it's really good. Anonymous, not just a hacking collective, they're also generous supporters of the Foxhole. Yeah, Stitch, thank you, PH, for linking it. Thank you for linking it because Stitch of Fate is really good. But hey, Little Red Dot, I don't know if you noticed this, but you just got a gift sub, and there are things that means, Little Red Dot. Little Red Dot. The name game. Come on, everybody. I say now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B on F on M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Little Red Dot, that's the wrong rhythm. Little Red Dot, 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 bo biddle red dot, banana, fanner, fo, fiddle red dot, fee, fi, mo, middle red dot. Little Red Dot. I just want you to know, if I use the rhythm Little Red Dot, I think that would have been really hard to sing, because it would have been Little Red Dot, bo biddle red dot, banana, fanner, fo, fiddle red dot, fee, fi, mo, middle red dot. Little Red Dot, but I think that would have not worked out well, so I think it really has to be Little Red Dot, even though that's not how you would say it in real life, because it's Little Red Dot, because dot's the noun. But if you're gonna say it like with the emphasis, you're gonna have to say Little Red Dot for the song. You have to sing it that way. I think it'll be easier. Little Red Dot, bo biddle red dot, banana, fanner, fo, fiddle red dot, fee, fi, middle red dot, Little Red Dot, right? Because it's about the syncopation. Anyway. Thank you, Anonymous, for gift subbing to Little Red Dot. So exciting. For fans of Rocky Horror Picture Show, without plans this evening. Oh, is there a live stream of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Nice. 50 minutes. I'm there. How do you speed that up on D-Still and still do that? It's a lot of practice. That's, I think, that's what it is. So we're gonna play a little bit because we've got like a space station, you know, and we're gonna just be there. We have something like Trick or Treat, and one of my teachers let her kid follow and get the kid, let the kid get the candy, but she confiscated it, gave her kids some healthy stuff, and fed the grab sweets to us because we were the worst, so it didn't matter. Hey Dot. Hey Dot. Dot, I just want you to know that you're awesome and in every way, and I always wonder, is there going to be murder on City of Light and Shadow? There has been murder on City of Light and Shadow. People have been murdered. But then I wonder, is there going to be PC death on City of Light and Shadow? And I'm like, I don't know. It's not up to me. We'll see what happens. And then I think, will Regina murder PCs on City of Light and Shadow? And I was like, maybe. Just like, I mean, I think the question is... No, Dot. Only love to you. I'm just saying, no spoilers, but I'm just saying, look, she hasn't murdered Tango yet. And it's true. You have not murdered Tango yet. I realize that Regina has been tempted. There has been a lot of temptation to murder him. I get that. But, hasn't happened yet. Could have, but hasn't. Honestly, surprised we've gone this long without Regina murdering PCs. By the way, this is said only with love. Because here's the thing about Regina. Regina is a stone cold murderer, hardcore, but she really does love her team. Or she's very attached to them. And you might think, but is she? And the answer, I need a hacker. I think I need Felix, and Felix is a hacker, right? Does he help me with hacking? Vicar Max does. What does Felix help me with? But my point is, she shows that she cares. And you know how you know that she cares? She has the soul of a murderer. She does. I always feel sorry when the kids cannot keep the loot. And if you worry about it being too much, give them smaller bags. PC versus PC edition. She is. The thing is, I don't feel like it's that secret. I mean, I feel like it might be a secret from Regina, but like it seems to me like she's a good person. I think she's a really good person. I just think she's one of the last people to know, is what I think, or one of the last people to believe that she's a good person. I think she's a very good person. I think that, I just think that she doesn't know it yet. Regina! I think that she really, see, that's it. She doesn't know it. I know it, though. I know it. She thinks she's a horrible person, but I just don't believe her. That's it. I don't believe her. I know she's a good person because I've seen her in action. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen her outside of herself and without the self-hatred and the shame. And so, like, I can see... do I want Vicar Max and Felix? Is that what I want? Or do I want Vicar Max and Yoka? Yeah, let's do that, because I feel like that could be amusing. Will the depravity never cease? Monarch Solar Industries reveal their true colors. MSI joins forces with iconoclast radicals. I would be interested in a live tweet by Dot when she finally gets to go through the solo episodes. Well. Oh. Sorry. Rissa, you just said a thing that I was like, oh, that would be amazing. Like, how would she respond to last night's episode? Like, by the way, I don't know if I should have taken the people that I did, but I did. I just assume leave it cold, dark, and derelict. All right, cold, dark, and derelict. That's my love life. Heyo! I'm sorry, I crack myself up sometimes. This is the danger of me going to bed early, is that then I might just crack really, really, really bad jokes. There's nothing I can do about that one. I'm just telling you. that is a danger. We're in the danger zone. I did. No, I did get 8 hours of sleep, clearly. As like, it's not like I wasn't getting 8 hours of sleep before. I wasn't. So actually it is exactly like that. And by early, well, yeah, but like, I got like a full 8 hours. So like, that's good. Too much power for one individual, no matter usually skate on 4. Maybe someone can edit a highlight reel of the solo episodes, and the week after the finale, everyone can watch them together. Ooh. Oh. Or, ooh. Oh, hey, there are bad guys in here, by the way, that might want to kill me. I didn't notice them. I just see them on my little HUD. Interesting. Skexy, that's a really interesting thought. That's an interesting thought. I am intrigued by this because I'm intrigued by this. Skexy. This is an intriguing thought that I should not be thinking about, but now I'm thinking about it. No, I like well-rested trooper. Oh, thank you, Krellin. I'm gonna have to make sure that I've got a burrito in the fridge, so I'll eat. If anyone has time and ability for that. That's what hand grenades are for. Start lobbing them. Ice Bunny's like, do we have to make sure Trooper gets no sleep? No! Okay, then I go and look for more Why You're Not Sleeping songs then. Yes. Oh, I'm just, ooh. Do you remember what I really liked? You don't know. I say, do you remember, as if I told you before, but I didn't. But do you know what I really liked? This is, okay. Do you know what I really liked? Remember when, that's where the word remember comes in, right? I've got the sentence. Do you know what I really liked? And then, comma, remember when. It was the, I reserve judgment on well-rested trooper. This is the first time we've seen him after all. PH, you all. Skexy says, I suggest starting with an audience volunteer committee if that's going to be a project rather than a trooper project. Maybe. There was a lovely gif I lobbed at him at 2 a.m. with Aressa just shouting it's 2 a.m. It was good. Maybe you're right, Skexy. So here's the thing. Do you remember in Critical Role, they used to do a thing where Danny Carr would do, they used to do a recap of Critical Role that was like it was like 10 minutes or whatever. It was like a 10-minute recap of the previous episode where Danny would recap what happened and then like show little clips of like the important moments. And I always thought that was really cool. I don't think they do that. Yeah, Critical Role does have a staff, I know. But I don't think they do that anymore. Like they don't do that anymore, right? Like I've not seen that recap. Oh, just in writing only. Ah, I see. That's fair. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool and I liked it. That's all I'm saying. I thought it was kind of neat. And I could see like a highlight reel of the previous episode. They switched back to written recaps. I feel like a magical staff, but why not a wand or a rod, PH? I mean, if you have a magical staff, you can use it as a weapon, as like a quarterstaff, so that's pretty decent. And it gives you more reach for, spell for like reduce the penalties of throwing ranged spells, so that like you get a little bit more, you get like an extra hex of distance on that one. So that's like a minus, that adds up. But like wands and rods have, they have less encumbrance. And I think you can use a rod as a baton weapon if you wanted to. So if you wanted to specialize in baton weapons, then maybe you'd want to use a rod instead of a staff. But, staffs have got really good defense. They give you a bonus to your active defenses. I think you basically get a bonus to your parry with a, I really enjoyed the recap. Hope they bring it back post-pandemic, yeah. I think they did that because video editing is a lot of work. Yeah. Shipping manifest. Shipping label. This is from Rissa. One case of UDL concussive minds to HRS 1084. Signed by Chief of Security Ida Kimball. Warning. Contents may have shifted in transit. Warranty is valid on any and all detonated mines regardless of cause. Oh, warranty is void. Warranty is void on any and all detonated mines regardless of cause. Questionable. There was a really great song about Outer Worlds was placed in the media of our Discord. You should listen to it. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying mines is a fireable offense. Worrisome. Mines are not a company-authorized decoration, pet, or sporting equipment. Fair. Mines are not suitable for ingestion. Also fair. Mines are not eligible for any recycling promotion. Fair. Well, one should recycle their mines. Do not purposely stand, sit, or recline on mines. Also fair. Mines are not your friend. Also fair. UDL claims no liability for any actions taken or not taken by mines. Worrisome. UDL recognizes that you could have chosen any remote explosive provider. Your commitment guarantees product quality and safety, asterisks, for many shipments to come. Thank you and have a pleasant detonation. Quality and safety not guaranteed, which is, again, worrisome. You're making a rod for your own drawbacks. Do not taunt Happy Fun Time Mine. A mine, first off, I just need you all to know how much love I have for you all at this moment. So I came in that way, so let's go around the other direction. That's sealed. Not great. We need to go over there, but I don't want to go there right away. I feel like that's the obvious thing to do, is to just go where you're supposed to go. I feel like we should be systematic and crouch, and like explore.
Quiet.
Oh, thanks, being quiet. Explore from top to bottom, you know? I feel like this way you don't miss anything. It's like you sweep the room is what you do. You just sweep the room. Also, I have Verum. I have continual love for you too, and also for that pun. I feel like having that pun in my life has been important. And key card. It's good. I'm gonna just take everything that's in here because I am not a hoarder, but I'm hoarder adjacent. I'm like a hoarder in that I hoard all of the things, but I'm not like a hoarder in that I don't admit it. Actually, I think that hoarders may not admit it either. So I might be very similar to a hoarder, except I carry everything on my person. That's how I'm different. So I'm not actually like a hoarder, more like a one-man band that has like the drum and like everything on their body at all times, which I think is different. I'm not a hoarder. I'm a one-man band. That's what it is. Methinks he doth protest too much. Perchance. These old newspapers are super useful. I'll read them someday. Okay, PH though. Here's the thing. I'm not a hoarder. I'm a horde. See, no, I'm not a hoarder. I'm the horde. World of Warcraft. So here's the thing. You say that, but there have been times when before I was an academic, back when I was just a youngin', right? I did see some things in newspapers and I thought, ooh, this might be important, or a magazine. And then I saved those magazines and newspapers. And I will tell you what, guess what? They were important because now I'm using them as primary sources for articles. Like I've got this, I haven't put out the article yet. It was, what is this? Checkpoint high security containment. Well, that's distressing. Why is a high security containment facility? That's bad. Error, unable to access memory cartridge. Error, terminal power below 5%, terminal in maintenance mode. Restore power supply to station to resume normal terminal operations. So I've got to restore power, but I'm feeling a little bit concerned that this is a high security containment facility because I do not feel like things go well when we have a missing high security containment facility. I just feel like what happens when a high security containment facility has no power is that whatever was being contained is no longer contained, and I'm going to have to visit it. Oh, dead scientist. All right, so no, I'm going to defend this newspaper hoard. It's also not that many newspapers. But here's the thing. Here's an example. I was running around and I was in a grocery store, and there's a teen. Okay, if you are my age, people, the teen magazines that people would buy were Tiger Beat, and like Tiger Beat was the big one. A lot of Tiger Beat. But they were like other ones, but like... Stop freaking me out. Vicar Max, come on now. Let's go to the right. Was Tiger Beat. But nowadays, I don't even know if Tiger Beat is even around anymore. Nonetheless, that's not the point. There was one of these teen magazines. It was called Mind Your Head. Music much more. M3. It was some kind of like a... Krellin, I just posted an answer to your question in Discord. Krellin asked a question and I missed it clearly. What is wrong with me? Both my sisters had a lot of torn out Tiger Beat pages, covers on the walls. Right. I'm just saying, and there's like my babysitter had a it's a mine. My babysitter had a poster, a Tiger Beat poster of Scott Baio on her wall. But my era, like when I was a small kid, the people who were older than me, when they put their Tiger Beat posters on the wall, it was like Scott Baio, Sean Cassidy was quite the pinup at the time. People were enjoying Sean Cassidy. Who else? Probably John Travolta, most likely. There are a lot of minds here, everyone. Just noting that. What else was there? Anyway, here's the point. I saw that this article, that there was an article in Much Music More, or whatever it was called, on Eminem. And I will tell you that, Leaf, yes, Rissa, 100%. I'm sorry, I don't know how I could have missed Leaf Garrett because Leaf Garrett was quite the hunk in the late 70s. This is all true statements. Yeah, it was like some kind of like a... Anyway, now this magazine, I was like, okay, well, all these doors are sealed. I need to restore power is what I need to do, clearly. That's fine. Also, that is also sealed. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, what it was so this magazine was pitched, I would say, to a slightly younger audience than Tiger Beat, in that it really seemed to be pitched at like tweens or maybe 13, 14-year-olds, like actually like a little bit younger than Tiger Beat. Anyway, point being that it had an article on Eminem, and I was like, well, that's weird. What does Music Much More have to say about Eminem? What's going on with Eminem in there? Skexy says, Tiger Beat remained in print apparently until the end of 2018. Really? But remains as an online magazine, makes it hard to cut out those pictures. Oh yeah, how can you have well, that's really interesting. You know what, now I'm sad I didn't get a Tiger Beat from 2018. Maybe I can get some from somewhere, because you can usually get a lot of really interesting data from things like that. My point being...
we ought to keep an eye on these autos. We poke around too much, they might wake up.
Okay. Thanks. So anyway, this magazine, Music Much More, or whatever it was clearly pitched at a much younger audience, because they had like Lil Bow Wow and like Aaron Carter and like a lot of like 12 or 13-year-old people in them as like pinups, or like these like super young, like 13, 14-year-old pinups, like Aaron Carter, he's so cute. And like Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, they're so cute, that kind of thing. And they're like, here's Destiny's Child, here's Alicia Keys. It felt pitched very young. And then there was this whole article. I'm sure the data can be had from online resources. Sometimes the only problem with online resources is that they often will cut out ads. Like what you need is like a full digitization. Google Books has full digitizations of Jet and Ebony, which I use in my classes all the time. So, like the full digitization with the ads and everything, which is really useful. but sometimes they will not give you everything, and that is frustrating. By the way, no power here. We're gonna have to figure out that situation. Because it's like, here we go. Krillin, you're under suspicion of heresy 2.0 against the Manperor. Yeah, no, if you cut out the ads, you lose a lot. And even though I'm interrupting myself, I do want to interrupting the story, but I did want to say it's one of the reasons why I'm really frustrated about Saturday Night Live, because you cannot get on DVD full episodes of Saturday Night Live. All you can get are these sort of compilations that they've made where they give you basically the highlights of Saturday Night Live. Whereas the highlights of Saturday Night Live are not going to give me what I want, which is sometimes I really want those weird little things that were not as successful, because those weird little things are the things that will tell you quite a lot. Also, I feel like I'm not doing well right now. I feel like I've been a little shocked by a mine. I was perhaps a little too close to it, but it's fine. Yeah, I wish I could pass around bags of Haribo and Knopper's fun-sized candy bars right now. I bought way too much candy downside of the internet. You know, it does happen. Systematic. So, and so that's basically, there's like a lot, like I don't want the highlights of Saturday Night Live, right? I actually want the whole thing, because if I wanted to do a project on the 1970s, I would want like all of the random bands they had in the 1970s and all of the news stories they did, and not just the ones they thought were most funny because, you know, somebody famous was in it, you know what I mean? And so like there's a way in which that kind of editing gives you less data that you might need for doing social analysis, and so that's a little bit of a bummer. Man, bro, that sounds like heresy. So this magazine was clearly aimed at a much, much younger audience, and then they had this whole thing on Eminem, which I thought was weird, because this was Eminem back in the Slim Shady days, and Eminem back in the Slim Shady days is not what I would say super kid-friendly. So I was like, what are they doing with Eminem here? And the manly emperor of mankind is no such as a lowly god creature. And so I checked it out, what they had to say. I bought the whole magazine to sort of see what they had to say about Eminem. And it was fascinating, folks, because they were pitching him as like wholesome, even though Eminem circa that era was not going for wholesome at all. He was going for like, I'm a dangerous badass. This is the game, not me. I'm getting connection issues. It's fine. And so I thought that was, he's a man, the greatest of our race, and you should pay him as such. And I thought that it was, oh, hold on, give me a second. I lost the connection to my PS4. This is one of the weirdnesses about the new update to the PS Play. When I had the old program, this was not a problem, but with the new program, it's, you know, it has slight connection issues, and I don't know what that's about, but it is about something. So, you know, we'll just deal with that. Do we have a magazine? Tiger Beat was like Bravo. Tiger Beat was like the equivalent of Bravo. He isn't still going for, I think that he isn't going for a dangerous badass in the same way, Krillin, because I think he's trying to go for woke and thoughtful in certain ways that he wasn't going, like he's trying to be taken a little bit more. He was also going for comedic and like not like super comedic, but like he was going for a thing that is like he's more mature now, right? He's going for a more mature, take me more seriously as an artist sort of vibe, I would say. Occasionally, Will Wheaton will post about his involvement with Teen Bop Mags, and it's interesting. Oh yeah, he was totally in those Teen Bop Mabs. He was. And now I want to, you know, Verum, if you can find any of those posts where he talks about being in a Teen Bop Mag, could you please, please, please post them in the Discord under Media Musings, because that is exactly the kind of thing I'm interested in. Exactly the kind of thing I'm interested in. Like, a lot. Anyway, in this... Okay, good. In this magazine, they're like, there was this picture of Eminem, and they're like, Eminem is just, you know, is not embarrassed by anything except one thing, when his cute daughter Haley hears him curse, and then he gets embarrassed. And it was this like, this whole like, oh, it was like trying to make him this kind of wholesome thing that would be attractive to, you know, 14-year-old Teen Bop magazine readers. But I will note, there was no like 50 Cent or Jay-Z, you know, being turned into like a teen mag consumable item. Like there was no desire to sort of take other adult rappers who were also singing violent things and make them like adorable, cute. It's about race, right? But anyway, I thought that was really fascinating about the marketing of the dual marketing of Eminem as like somebody who was wholesome for 13-year-olds in middle America, as well as like badass and dangerous. And I was not yet a musicologist, but I thought, well, that's interesting. And so I bought the magazine and then I kept it. And then later, a couple years later, I was like, this magazine is going to be very, very interesting for my work. And so many of the things that I've kept, I have kept old magazines, but the things that I have kept tended to be things that I thought might be useful, even though I didn't know why. And then it turns out they're almost all useful for my scholarship. So it's not hoarding, it's psychic pre-knowledge is what it is. Has there ever been a black teen heartthrob? Yes. Are his fans not in the age of young parents now too? Probably. Well, not at the time when he was young. I mean, like, maybe now, but not then. Yeah, the whole thing just feels icky. Crit Twitch, it did feel icky, and that's why I kept it. I was like, this is icky. I'm gonna keep this because, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that I did. Like, I did this thing where I was like, this feels icky or very strange to me, so I'm going to keep it because it might be useful later. It's research. I never heard that excuse of the show hoarders, but it ended up working. Did they try to make Malcolm Jamal Warner one? You know, okay, so in this one, they did have Little Romeo. Little Romeo and Little Bow Wow were in this magazine, so they were being framed as teen heartthrobs. So that's two black men, young boys. Michael Jackson, I'm modifying the generator. Maintenance logs. So I think also when it comes to black, so now we're talking now, of course, now there's okay, well, now I actually have to talk about a question. Are we talking about black heartthrobs for a black audience or for a white audience? If we're talking about black heartthrobs for a white audience, for a black audience, there have been lots. There have been lots of black heartthrobs for black audiences, but you would probably only see them in black magazines like Jet or Ebony, depending. But black heartthrobs for white audiences, I would say a young Michael Jackson, like not super young, but like off the wall days, like an early Michael Jackson, Thriller as well, because I remember him being in pinup. So Michael Jackson, young Michael Jackson, younger Michael Jackson, youthful Michael Jackson, Little Bow Wow, Little Romeo. Now I want to just rewatch Jeremiah for good. Oh yeah, that was good. I think they tried with Antonio Ribeiro when he was in Silver Spoons, that era. So before Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, before he was Carlton, but just like a little bit earlier. I think they were trying to make him a heartthrob for white audiences. Janet Jackson, 100% Janet Jackson, 100%. View facility status report. Critical issues 1, non-critical issues 2. Critical issues: a toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Replacement part ordered 1,243 days ago. Oh, having a toilet that does not flush for over 1,000 days is not great. That feels kind of critical to me. Non-critical issues: sensors indicate Altavita gas is leaking from storage tanks. Altavita gas is toxic to humans. Why is that a non-critical issue? What is wrong with your priorities? Auntie Cleo. Admin override, priority set to non-critical. Oh. Management does not utilize the Altavita gas tank storage room. Okay. This seems bad. Sensors detect that new laboratory scent air freshener is running low. Let's just repair that toilet. Error, work order already exists. The existing work order was opened 991 days ago, and it was last accessed 991 days ago. Interesting. I would still like to fix it. Can I do that? No? Okay. Well, let me return to root. Is that weird? Well, I think I have to exit.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
This is something I've never had happen in this game before. That's weird. Brandy, yes. PH Brandy, yes. 100% Brandy, and I think also Monica, both of them. Yes, Brandy, PH 100%. TLC a little bit, depending on which audience. Brandy 100%, 100%. TLC a little bit, because they were kind of youngish. They're a little bit iffy, because they were like a little iffy, but yeah, because like sometimes they're pitched a little bit older. If you want to go back far enough, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, definitely. What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
Ada?
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
Yes. Okay. I persuade my team already has this issue handled, soldier. Your squad can depart. Lie. The smuggler's been handled. Your team isn't cleared to dock at the station. That sounds good. Intimidate. That's need to know, soldier. Now depart before you're reassigned to sewage detail. But that feels like how they are. So we're going to go with intimidate. I am wearing the right armor right now, so I'm feeling good about it. At least I'm wearing the faker thing. Oh, PH, thank you for putting the Will Wheaton stuff on Discord. Thank you, because I need that. I'm gonna go with the intimidate because I feel like we do it.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
Oh, I'm gonna go with persuade. You shouldn't even know about this station, soldier, let alone interface with it. I feel like that's a good one because, you know, security and whatnot.
Shit. Thanks for the warning. Last thing I need is to get fined for overriding security on a restricted station. My team and I will just head out then.
All right, bye.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
That was rather impressive, Captain. Diplomacy at its finest.
Thanks. Also, however, why were they following me? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, why were they following me? That is worrisome. But we're gonna go into doors is what everything is sealed, you know? Okay. All right. So the thing is that everything is locked. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Everything is locked, and leaders attract followers, Trooper. That's how it goes. Yeah, I think you're right. So anyway, I want to tell you about. Oh, can I tell you about one more? This is a thing that I kept, and I still have them in my office. And I kept this. I was in the Army. I was 20. Thank you, Rissa. 20 maybe? So we need to figure out opening these doors is what we need to do. And we will see what we can do. Maybe the doors are open. I feel like we've been here. And I also feel like, oh, okay. So the question, oh, hey, look, the doors are open. Doors are open. Everybody, doors are open. We are a go. We're a go, everyone. We're gonna open doors. We've been in here before. That's not interesting. We're gonna do our sweep. Same thing we did before. and we can now get into places, but I feel a little bit concerned about...
Well, keep an eye on the floor.
Okay, we're in. I'm a little concerned about everything, but I'm a little concerned about everything. I'm a little concerned because we're running out of, yeah, that right there. That right there. I'm gonna just do that.
Understood.
Yeah, let's
Keep my head down.
yeah, let's just keep our head down. Let's just do that, shall we? Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so I was maybe 20 years old. And I'm just trying to tell you how I'm not a hoarder, I'm a researcher. When I come back to Brit, it's going to be, this is fair. And I'm into it. So this is like evidence of me being a researcher, but not a hoarder. And to give you an idea, because I don't keep everything. So I was 20 years old probably, and I was in the Army. And let's see. High security checkpoint beta main menu. Let's look at the security routines. I'm not a hoarder, I'm just a researcher. No, it's totally different. So I was in the Army and I was probably 20 years old about, and you know, remember, this is important. I was in the Army. My plans were to, I don't keep the ketchup packets. Unless I don't have ketchup, in which case that I do. Because I don't want to, anyway, but the point is, it does explain many professors' offices. Oh, it does. Disengage checkpoint security. Let's do that. And then engage checkpoint security. I don't want to do that, right? No. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. One log. So what happened is that I was, okay, yeah, right. So remember, at this point in time in my life, I was not planning to go into academia. I was planning to go to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art and become a Shakespearean actor. Like, that was my plan at the time. That's what I was thinking about. Or that was like about where I was. So anyway, it was 1 month in like 1992 or so. And there were two stories. There was like a cover story on Time and a cover story on Newsweek the same week that I looked at them both and I thought, huh. And so I bought them both. I bought both Time and Newsweek because these two cover articles seemed very interesting to me. And the cover articles were, one was on testosterone and the other was on like women's sexual dysfunction. That's what that drawer on the right is for. A collection of random condiment packages, chopsticks, plastic. Do I have plasticware, napkins, and straws? I do, but that's because sometimes and look, it has saved me many a time. When I first moved here and I did not have any utensils and I wanted to eat something, the plastic utensil was there for me, and I was able to eat. Kimball came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electrofloor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. What do you think's happening here? By the way, I turned off security. I think that's not a bad thing to do. I think that's a good thing to do. My thoughts. So I picked up these two magazines. Let's see what we got. We're gonna go, that looks really big and important, so we won't go there first. We'll go here first. Because I bet these are smaller rooms. Yes, they are. See? This is you do the small things first. The magazine, the testosterone one was about like men like losing their testosterone as they get older. Because you know how women go through menopause, men also basically go through andropause, I think they call it. Because basically once you get like older, you stop producing hormones, like your hormone production levels lower, which is why people get osteoporosis when they get older, because speaking of which, I just remembered that I have to do something. That if you don't get enough sex hormones in your body, then what tends to happen is that you need sex hormones to like keep your bones healthy. So if you're not getting sex hormones of some sort, it's not good for your bones, and then your bones can get brittle, and that's why people who are older like tend to break their hips. Anyway, it was all about like men getting older and stopping to produce testosterone. Remember, this is again like in the 90s, so it's kind of old. And it was all about how like it's so terrible for men not to have enough testosterone in their system, and how like, you know, it was all about basically hormone replacement therapy for men. When I get osteoporosis, it will be because I'm on sale. Yes. It was all about like basically giving men replacement testosterone. It was about like hormone replacement therapy, but it was also kind of like it's common to use paper plates when people do family gatherings. Is that a big family thing? Depends on who you are. Some families do, but you know, in the U.S. there are a bunch of people in my circles who try to avoid paper plates because they don't think they're good for the environment. So they'll try to do reusable. We've got these. Well, they'll either do biodegradable plates. There are these kind of biodegradable paper plates that are not I think they're actually made from vegetable matter, so they're not actually, and also paper, you know, destruction of the rainforest. So there are, like in my university, we do these things that look like paper plates, but they're not paper plates. They are made out of vegetable matter, and they are biodegradable.
If I ever meet the people responsible for this, I'm shooting first, never asking questions.
For what? And then some people will use non-paper plates that are we don't have a lot of time here, that are you know, not paper. They're like you know, something else. Just haul out a log, big truck. Yeah, so I might want to probably throw shade if I were to suggest it. Yeah. So it depends. Like there are now these basically, they're kind of like basically more environmentally friendly versions of paper plates that people that I know would use, but there are people who still use paper plates all the time because you can get them really cheap. People still use paper plates. Current status: subject Dr. Claire Pearsall. Current status: alive, unstable condition. Stasis setting: active. Notes: subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time, I swear. We'll bring you back. With love, Dr. Ava Chartrand, Dr. Lorelei Fall, Dr. James Guthrie. Well, that seems like a thing. I watched some of the Big Family Mamas, and they have a meter-long stack of ugly paper plates, and wow. Oh, I mean, I will just say, I mean, it's also a class thing, Ice Bunny, in the sense that paper plates are, like, all those biodegradable, better for the environment options are really pricey. So there are a lot of people who just cannot afford super expensive, biodegradable, environmentally friendly plates. So you will, I mean, lots of people still use paper plates. I mean, lots and lots of people still use paper plates, especially if you don't have a lot of money. That's still quite common. I think styrofoam is less common. I don't recall seeing a styrofoam cup in a long time, in a long time. And for a one-off gathering, the host might not want to be stuck with so much cleanup. Yeah, right. So if it's a one-off gathering, oftentimes in colleges, people will use paper plates. And by that, I mean like student parties. Like if students are making a party, they're probably going to use a paper plate. Probably. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's class as well. They do sell paper plates for parties with seasonal prints. So I think it's who you're having over. Yeah. Styrofoam cups are pretty much only used for hot beverages. Yeah. And I think, Scabby, like, I've seen things that are not, I've seen hot, like when you go to like Starbucks or coffee places, they don't use styrofoam there either. They use like insulated paper, or they use like paper with that kind of funny thing on it. Thermal things. Yeah, that's what I meant, Scabby Neck. Thermal things. Subject. Oh, we said that. All right, we're gonna break out and start running out of time. Okay, so we got that. We've got a lot of guards here. Let's see what we can do down here. What is this? We don't have a lot of time. Subject, Dr. James Guthrie. Oh, another one. Alive, extremely unstable condition. Notes, subject will need extensive nucleon resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you and fix this. I swear on it. Please forgive us, Dr. Ava Shenchard and Dr. Lorelei Fall. Are all of them in stasis? Are all of our doctors stasis side? We're gonna need to get out of here really soon, I think. Oh, I see 2 doctors. Are there going to be more doctors up in stasis? There are a lot. Okay, we're going to step outside for a moment. There are a lot of doctors in stasis, as it turns out. It looks like a bunch of doctors in stasis, so that's worrisome. Plus, if the biodegradable plates aren't actually being composted correctly, Verum says, or going to the right recycling facilities, it actually does no good. Yep. I tend to bring along my own bento to things where I know there will be food for a group. Yeah. Verum, it's really interesting. I don't think I did this area in my playthrough. I don't know. But we're going to go... we basically looked, it looks like, all around the bottom. But there are scientists... It looks like 3 scientists up in stasis pods. So we're going to go in, hit that other thing. We've got like 15 minutes. And we're going to try to go up that door and see what happens. I've got more than 10 minutes. We're going to like 20, 25, ish. Ish. Oh gosh. Note, subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. In gratitude, Dr. Ava Chantron, Dr. Lorelei Fall, Dr. James Guthrie, Dr. Claire Pearsall. I might be... This psych was actually... Oh. But I said like 20 after... I know what Rissa's saying. She's saying that because she knows that it takes me a long time to actually sign off. I know what she's doing. I know what it is. We're going to go in here and hope this will be okay. It looks like we're still counting down, everybody. I have not finished a thought. Right. So it was all about like how like, it was all about like letting young men have access to extra testosterone so that they could like be, I don't know, have more vitality and have more sex, and I don't know. It was just about like giving young men testosterone so they can feel super manly. Time to get to a good save point. That is true, Rissa. That's exactly what it is. We had clean the dishes for about 150 people when we hosted my grandparents' birthdays. Also, recycling. Yeah, it was about young men who don't need testosterone replacement therapy, but who want testosterone replacement therapy so they can just be more manly. That was what the article was about. And Rissa, I appreciate you looking out for me because yes. And then the thing is security routines, modify system access protocols, hack, unlock personnel quarters. Let's do that. Let's modify, insert subject override cartridge. Let's do that. What did I just do? Did I do something bad? Transfer of administrative privileges successfully completed. Admin location. Oh, okay. Okay, so I've just given all the security codes to the groundbreaker. That's great. I don't think we should leave just yet because I feel like there might be a problem. But then the other article is also really interesting. The other one, accessing override data, displaying automated confirmation. If you're reading this, you're standing the legal property of Sublight Salvage and Shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to Sublight HQ to collect your cut. Lilia Hagen. Yeah, I'm doing that, but I really feel like there might be some more stuff going on here that I feel like I should look into before we just leave. Not for game, but I mean, leave the space station. So the one about women was about sexual dysfunction. It was really interesting, right? So basically, the one about, they were kind of both. Anyway, so the one about women was about sexual dysfunction in women, about how like it's a problem that women aren't interested in sex was like the point of the article. And it was all about like women's sexual dysfunction. And they talked about like the sexual problems that women had, which included things like not enjoying sex, I'm going to be a little graphic, but that's what the article said, not being lubricated enough so that sex was just not enjoyable, not having a good time, not being interested because they were having a terrible time. It was like a bunch of like, which when I was reading was like, oh, they're not having good sex is what the problem is, right? But it was all about how women weren't interested in having sex because they weren't having good sex. And so the article was like, so clearly there's something wrong with women, right? Like something's wrong with women, there's something wrong with them. So they were talking about like actually giving women low doses of testosterone, so they might like boost their sex drive and their libido, and basically like trying to figure out like what was wrong with women that they weren't interested in having sex and also weren't orgasmic. So like a bunch of women are not orgasmic. It was like where I first read the statistics that like about a third of women have never had an orgasm, although that does actually vary based on educational attainment. So like if you have not graduated from high school, your odds of not having an orgasm are actually quite high. They're much higher than 30%. They're like, high 30s. If you've graduated from college and you're a woman, your chance of not having an orgasm is actually much, much lower. It's like low 20s. It's like a 10-point gap based on educational attainment on whether or not you've had an orgasm. Anyway, but the article was all about like, so there's something clearly wrong with women that they're not enjoying sex. So we should fix it medically. And I was like, oh, weird. This seems messed up. And yeah, Ice Bunny, sex with men. Yes, sex with men. And by hand and lots of gossip, and you could always sneak some extra food in your face because the kitchen was always the source of foods and overeating. Creatures, face palming is what it was. Oh no, why making problems where there isn't? Oh, Ice Bunny, clearly there are problems. Clearly the problems were that they were not having good and fulfilling sex. Not that they had a problem. I feel like the problem was with their partners, is what I'm trying to say. But that's what the article is like, oh, what's wrong with women? Anyway, so I was like 20, I was in the Army, and I have kept those magazines. When I saw them, I was like, I'm going to keep these. And I kept them throughout the many, many moves, because I moved many, many times over the decades. It's been like 30 years. And I kept them because I thought, there's something here. And now those articles are going to be useful for me, right, going forward in the future, because I can now use them in articles talking about gender stereotypes. And right, so even though I was only 20, I had no idea I would become a professor that deals with gender and music and sexuality and all that stuff. Even though I didn't know that was going to happen, because that was not what I was planning on doing something else, I kept them anyway. And I'm glad that I did, because they ended up being useful. So I don't keep everything. I don't keep like every magazine I've ever read or anything like that. But anytime something strikes me as being something that like there's something there, do you know what I mean? Like you see something, you read it, and you're like, when I saw that thing with Eminem, I was like, they're marketing as like a heartthrob for tweens. That's weird. I'm going to keep this. And when I saw those two magazines, that came out the same week, where I was like, there's something in here. I need to keep these. I don't know why, but I need to. And then it turns out they've been really useful. There are other things that I just don't keep at all. I'm like, don't need it, But every once in a while, something will like stand out to me. And this has happened ever since I was a kid. Something would stand out to me as being like, that seems like I might need that later, even though there's no reason why I would. And then I keep it. And then it turns out 30 or 40 years later, I actually did need it. And so I've been feeling pretty good about that. Giving women organs has been medicine since at least 19th century. That is correct. That is where vibrators come from. Why aren't you interested in sex, woman? I'm gay. It must be something hormonal. That's what they were saying. And why not teach the guys to be better with the cow wow and all the other stuff? Well, see, that's the thing. That was not the conversation. There was no conversation about maybe having discussions about how sex and what people might enjoy in sex. And there was no discussion about that at all. See, as a contrast, I just bop along in life. The cow wow's amusement I haven't heard yet. It's probably poor cows. What do we have here? We have project summary. Good. Executive Research Focus Group, E177J48, Purpose, Biological Hybridization, and Assimilation Strategies. I've got to tell you another thing on the same topic. Active team members, Chartron and Fall. Inactive team members, Guthrie, McNulty, Pearsall, Ryle. Those people have not been doing well. Goal, further the chimeric sciences, that doesn't sound good, via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from halcyon native fauna, aka Raptidon. This sounds bad, people. It looks like they're trying to make human Raptidon hybrids, and it looks like it didn't work out well. Side note, that looks bad, everyone. Now I propose cow wow to verse without context. Sup, Neutromancer? Drat. Need to finish this game. Me too. We're gonna go really soon. I'm glad I accessed the internet in my early teens. Great for research of all kinds. 1992, the internet was not the thing that we knew it at the time, so there wasn't good research for that moment. So I'm just gonna note it. The game screen is super dark, but I feel like this is kind of like I don't think I can don't think I can fix that at the moment, but I will look into it. Station morale. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can employ a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Well, that seems not great. It is a little dark today, and I'm not actually quite sure. It's a little bit darker than normal, which is a little bit weird. And I actually don't know why that is. And I wonder if it is... This should not be... Huh. I don't think Flux should even be on right now, so that should not be a thing, but we will see. I'm going to finish reading this, and then we're going to go. Maybe it's the lighting in that room. It might be the lighting in that room. So, it might be. Yeah. So I'm going to read these logs, and then we're going to go. 3 priority entries from user Chartrand E. Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. She said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Allure walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading that didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Charlie, Claire, we had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. James. This log is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Ava hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe sometime away from HRS Ava, 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. I feel real weird about this. This feels bad. Feels bad, everybody. Feels super bad. Transmission transcripts. Transmission begins. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Redacted. Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted Station 1084. You have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Yeah. Executive override, password antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hervé Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override. Save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is an emergency. Transmission ends. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued. Duration indefinite. That's bad, but interesting.
Sublight will be well pleased that you've claimed the station for them.
Yeah.
Myself, I'll be fine leaving this place.
Yeah.
Chartrand is that scientist, right?
We're in trouble, folks. We got to run out of here. We're gonna lose our thing. It's bad, everybody. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta run. Run. There we go. Okay. We're running. Don't let me forget, we've got to go back up in there and finish looking at that room. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do when we start the next time. That's our goal. I'm gonna save the game. Remember, next time don't let me forget, next time, because I will forget that little room, we've got to go and search that little room. That's our That's our goal. So the last thing I want to tell you to finish that thought is that there was a really interesting article, and then I'm saying this as we're closing up. There's a really interesting article about women's lack of sexual satisfaction, like their lack of orgasms and all that. And it was like this survey. I'll tell you really quick. And and I will post the link to Stille Nacht. I will do so. But I thought that because there were robot security people down below. I thought they might, jump at me. And it was talking about women's lack of sexual satisfaction, right? And they were talking about like women were like, how long would you like to have your sexual encounter be? And like on average, it was like an hour. And then they asked how long were their sexual encounters? And they said on average 15 minutes. And I was talking to some guys who I showed this article to, and the guys were like, oh, this is so shocking and scandalous. And I was like, right, that like a lot of women are not getting sexual satisfaction. And they're like, no, that anyone would want to have sex for an hour. We couldn't even imagine what you would do for an hour. Like, I have no idea what you would do for an hour. I was like, oh, okay, well, you're one of the problems then. Like, if you don't know what to do for an hour with somebody that you care about, I'm gonna just say foreplay. Like, maybe you should think about that, And so the point is that a lot of women are not getting sexual satisfaction, but I don't think it's their fault. I think it's that we have really bad sex education. And maybe if we had better sex education, that might be, if you don't know, you could ask. It doesn't drop and everything converges on you. Oh. When the bar runs out, someone can see through and trip one of your strikes, but isn't immediate. Oh, thank you. All right, I'm going. It is 2:20, and I've got a call time in 10 minutes. And that, by the way, that's Half-Hour's Hermit, who is our who's the GM for Stille Nacht. So I cannot raid because we're not up yet, I don't think. So I don't think I can. Well, it's I can give you a. Do you really have sex ed? Well, we have sex ed, but our sex ed is not good. Our sex ed is, it depends. They're playing, good. Let me see if we can raid this channel. Our sex ed is real bad. It depends. I think mine was better than some, but not as good as others. When I was in school, they weren't doing abstinence-only education, so that hadn't happened yet. So our sex ed, by the way, I'm just calling up the channel. Our sex ed was just biology is all it was. It was just reproductive organs, but there was no discussion of sex whatsoever. Encounter roleplay. Let me get here. Bluebeard's Bride is up, so we're gonna do a raid. So yeah, when I was doing sex ed, I was young enough that they weren't doing abstinence only. They didn't tell us, they didn't actually talk about sex at all. They just talked about biology, like fallopian tubes, uterus. But my understanding is that later, sort of like George W. Bush onwards, they got really into abstinence only sex ed, in which case sex ed was don't have sex, and that was sort of like your sex ed. So we're going to do a raid. We're going to raid Encounter Roleplay, where I'm going to be in 38 minutes. And for Stille Nacht, which is going to be GM'd by Half-Hour's Hermit. So please do come, hang out, and I will see you all in a half hour. Also, we weren't allowed to talk about condoms when I was in school because that was too much about sex. No condoms, no actual sex, just fallopian tubes. So that was it for me. But we're gonna raid, give them some love. Don't forget our raid command, which is right there. And I will see you all over on that channel in a half hour, and then maybe I will see you tonight over on Praxagor the Spophoria for the regiment. And don't forget, my stream anniversary is happening on Thursday, and I will tell you about it in the Discord. Go and catch me on the socials. I got the stuff out there. So, see y'alls. And I will see you soon. We're doing the raid. Raid now. Raid. Bye, everybody. Catch you on the flip side. Raid.